Deep beneath the hallowed grounds of Vatican City, behind 53 miles of shelving, lies an institution shrouded in mystery and speculation, the Vatican Apostolic Archives. For centuries, its contents were known only to the Pope and a select few. The name itself, once called the Secret Archives, fuels the imagination. What secrets could be so sensitive, so powerful, that they must be locked away from the eyes of the world? The official story that secret is a mistranslation of the Latin secretum, meaning private or personal. These are the private papers of the Pope, a record of governance, diplomacy, and correspondence spanning over 1,000 years. But is that all there is? For generations, whispers and theories have swirled around these archives, suggesting they hold more than just papal bulls and diplomatic letters. Some claim they contain lost gospels that challenge the very foundations of Christianity, or evidence of contact with extraterrestrial life. Others believe they hide prophecies of the future, or uncomfortable truths about historical events that the Church has worked hard to bury. Let's journey back in time. The archives were officially founded by Pope Paul V in 1612, but their collection dates back much further. Imagine the sheer weight of history contained within these walls. The trial documents of Galileo Galilei, forced to recant his heretical view that the earth revolves around the sun. Letters from Michelangelo, complaining about the Sistine Chapel ceiling project. A plea from Mary, Queen of Scots, penned just weeks before her execution. These are the known treasures, the fragments of history that have been made public. But they represent only a tiny fraction of the whole. What about the documents that remain sealed? The Church maintains that the archives are not a repository of dark secrets, but a center for historical research. Since 1881, qualified scholars have been granted limited access. Yet, the process is notoriously difficult. Researchers must specify exactly which documents they wish to see, a near impossible task when the full catalogue remains undisclosed. It is like asking someone to find a specific book in a library without telling them what books are on the shelves. This restricted access only adds to the intrigue. Why the secrecy if there is nothing to hide? Consider the sheer power the Vatican has wielded throughout history. It was a political and military force, a kingmaker, and an empire in its own right. Such power inevitably creates secrets. Could the archives hold records of clandestine political maneuvers that shaped the course of nations? Details of financial dealings that would shock the faithful? Or perhaps evidence of controversial church policies that were deliberately obscured from public view? The possibilities are as vast as the archives themselves. One of the most persistent theories revolves around the existence of suppressed religious texts. We know that, in the early centuries of Christianity, there were many Gospels and writings that did not make it into the final version of the New Testament. These are known as the Apocrypha. While many are known, what if the most significant ones, those that paint a radically different picture of Jesus and his teachings, are locked away in the Vatican? Imagine a Gospel written by Mary Magdalene, or a text that describes Jesus' life in ways that contradict official doctrine. The discovery of such a document would not just be a historical revelation. It would shake the pillars of faith for billions. Then there are the more fantastical claims. Legends speak of the chronovisor, a supposed device built by Vatican scientists in the 1950s that allowed them to view past and future events. Proponents of this theory believe the device was used to witness the crucifixion of Christ and other pivotal historical moments, with the records of these viewings now stored deep within the archives. While this sounds like science fiction, the persistence of the story highlights the deep-seated belief that the Vatican possesses knowledge far beyond our comprehension. Could there be documents detailing ancient technologies or forgotten knowledge from civilizations long past? In recent years, the Vatican has made efforts towards greater transparency. In 2019, Pope Francis changed the official name from the Secret Archives to the Apostolic Archives to dispel the conspiratorial connotations. He also ordered the opening of the archives of Pope Pius XII, a figure criticized for his public silence during the Holocaust. This move allows scholars to finally examine the records of one of history's most controversial pontificates. Is this a genuine step towards openness, or a carefully managed release of information designed to control the narrative while keeping the most profound secrets still under lock and key? Even with these new openings, the rules remain strict. Access is granted only to documents up to a certain period, creating a permanent buffer of secrecy around more recent history. Decades, if not centuries, will pass before the full records of our own time are available for study. What is happening today, within the walls of the Vatican, that will become the subject of speculation for future generations? What correspondence, what decisions, what crises are being documented right now, destined to be filed away in the miles of climate-controlled shelving? The truth is, we may never know the full extent of what lies within the Vatican Apostolic Archives. The sheer volume of material is staggering, and the institution's tradition of secrecy is deeply ingrained. Perhaps the archives hold nothing more than the meticulous, and at times mundane, records of a complex global organization. Or perhaps, just perhaps, they contain answers to some of humanity's greatest questions, truths about our history, our faith, and our place in the universe. The mystery is what captivates us. The idea that a single institution could hold the keys to so many historical puzzles is both thrilling and unsettling. The archives are a testament to the power of information and the power that comes from controlling it. They are a symbol of a past that is never truly past, a silent witness to centuries of human ambition, faith, and folly. Until every last page is open to the world, the shadows of these corridors will continue to whisper their secrets, and we will be left to wonder what truths lie hidden, just beyond our reach, in the heart of the Vatican. Thank you for joining us on this journey into one of the world's most mysterious places. If you find history's hidden corners as fascinating as we do, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next exploration into the unknown.